everybody, welcome to our life in the Philippines, and my life is now in Florida, United States. As most of you probably know, I left um, Philippines for a little contractual job that I have to do. So I headed over there, and I've been here for roughly about a week now. Um, I think I arrived, yeah, it's 8 days I've been here. Um, I'm by trade a web developer, but I also have um, uh, television experience as far as equipment integrations and that kind of stuff. So that is exactly why I'm here. And I told my wife this would be my last job before I decide to finally crawl back and retire permanently. As I want to start slowing down a little bit. I've been a hard worker all my life, and I feel like it's time for me to have some fun. So I've been here. I'm going to take you around the studio a little bit and show you around, and we go from there. So let's walk around in the studio a little bit. It's kind of a mess right now. We are preparing to go live here in about, I would say, about a week or so. And my job is to try to sort out this mess we have here. Or I wouldn't say mess, but we have a lot of equipment that's been sitting for a while, so it needs to be looked at and serviced up and whatnot. And what they are going to do here, back here will be the production booth with our audio and video editing. And over there right now I have my jacket up here, but here is going to be another edit bay for products and product shots and all that. So and this studio is actually located inside a mall in Oviedo, Florida, just outside of Orlando. And here's a little bit of the old, I call them old cameras. They have pretty much served out its life, but we're going to try to revive a couple of them here and use them maybe another period of time. We'll see how that goes, but that should be done here in the next day or a couple of days as well. The whole scheme of things here, this is going to be a auction room. So they will conduct live auctions inside here, but the live auctions will also be broadcasted. And as far as I know now, they just told me that once they go on the air, we're going to be in close to 100 million homes in the United States, and that should cover pretty much not every household, but a large portion of the households in this country. So that's kind of interesting. I just mounted some lights over this is what they call a product table. So we just set that up, and it's going to be coming up here pretty soon. And I just mounted these lights up here. I don't know if you can see them. All LEDs. Everybody's going to LEDs nowadays. And let me take you out here and just show you around. I'm going to take you through these malls maybe one day, but it's a small mall, but it's fairly nice. All right, the mall is a fairly small mall. You have Sears down here. Right across here you have something called the Friendly Confines. I believe that is a sports memorabilia. And across that corner there you have a huge gaming store. They have a little restaurant and bar in there. So there's a lot of adults dropping off their kids and going to the bar or restaurant and have a meal. And The mold is kind of interesting because it curves around and goes down there. And I'm not going to go down there today, but I'll show you a little bit some other day. We're working on setting up some TV displays in the window where they're going to display ongoing auctions and a lot of other things that is going on. And that could be interesting. If you have interest in auctions, by the way, at some point we are going to let you know exactly where they are as far as on the web and all that. And it's going to be live on the web, live on TV, live on different channels. I think, from what I understand, there's several networks, many networks, and it's going to be an interesting thing. I estimate that I might be here for maybe 2 months or so until they are up and running and steady with everything, and then I'll probably go back home to Philippines. I call Philippines my home. Yeah, so my travel over here was fine. We had a delay in Tokyo for a couple, 3 hours, but my flight out of LA, Los Angeles, was 5-hour wait anyway, so I didn't miss my flight there. So I came in on expected time here to Orlando about 11:30 at night. So that was a good trip. Another thing I want to touch on. All right, so we'll cut there. Another thing I want to touch on regarding travel. I am not a U.S. citizen. I am a permanent resident with a green card, and they gave me a little fuss this time when I came back because I've been out of the country for a long time, and I guess you're not supposed to be out of the country, so that'd be something you need to pay attention to if you have a green card. You're not supposed to be out of the country for longer period of times. Yeah, and they told me this thing is called a permanent residence card for a specific reason, and I said, well, I understand that. And they said, do you have an address here? And I said, yeah, I have an address here. And they fussed with me for about 20-30 minutes, but then they finally said, here, thank you very much, be careful, and then I left and went. So anyway, we are also, you know, me being here and my wife being back in Philippines, she is going to blog a little bit and take off the burden on me a little bit, because we have been pretty busy here working, you know, 12-15-hour days here since I got here. So we are going to try to ramp it up. We apologize, we haven't put out a video for you guys for I think now about 5 days, and we're going to try to correct that and put out at least one every other day or so during my time here, and I think we can stick with that. Next thing I want to say is that we are very, very, very grateful. We have achieved a big goal since we started. We haven't been doing this long, but YouTube, for monetization of your videos, requires certain things in order for them to even monetize it with advertising and other things. And the criteria are you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time on your channel, and you have to have 1,000 subscribers. And thanks to everybody out there, we have now reached 1,000 subscribers, and we did reach the hours. We actually have the double amount of time that was needed for qualification. So that means that you guys have been watching our videos, and we really, really appreciate, and we'll say thank you for that. So this is just going to be a short little update, and we're going to try to put out some videos here. My wife will be doing some blogging, like I said, and I think she just sent me some material. I'm going to look at it, and maybe I'll put one out for tomorrow. But anyway, we appreciate all of you, and thank you for watching. And if you like our videos, if this is your first time here at the channel, hit that subscribe button, and you will get more updates from Philippines and now United States, and we're going to try to put some good content out there for all of you. And thank you for watching. God bless, and bye. We see you next video. Bye.